you guys? We are back with another video. I'm literally rushing right now to do this really quickly. Will Smith smacked the out of Chris Rock. Let me tell y'all something. You got to keep. Chris Rock was making a joke out of Jada. Y'all know who Jada Pinkett Smith is. That is Will Smith's wife. And he was like, "Pow! Keep my wife's name out your mouth." And I'm looking like, is this for real? Then wait a minute. Let me see. Do I have a clip of that? Like,
wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay?
whoa, like, Will, you wrong, okay? You wrong, Will, because number one, you should not put your hands on people because Chris Rock is a celebrity. He is a comedian. One thing of you are wrong. Let me put that out there, okay? You are wrong. You can't be putting your hands, because if that was me, I would have mollywopped you right on that stage, okay? That is something wrong. Like, he was telling a joke. He have a right to tell a joke because that's what you do when you're doing commentary. You tell a joke. So you, as a comedian, as a host, you make a joke and all of that. It couldn't have been me. But I guess Will is just so tired of that, people taking a joke. But yeah, Will, you make jokes about people all the time. Like, come on now, when y'all sit in this situation, y'all should understand that you just can't be putting your hands on people. So obviously, I'm hearing that Chris Rock did, and Will, they did have a conversation, because at first I thought this was fake, but this was really real, and he was just out of his character. Give me a second. I'm gonna open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. But this is really real. It really, really happened. I'm like, damn, he smacked him. And I'm like, whoa, because when people were sending me the clip, I'm like, is this really real? Like, they were sending me the clip. I'm like, is this real or is this fake? So we open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. I mean, I'm like, wow. Okay. So we should definitely see how all this is going to play out with this Chris Rock and Will Smith situation. So yeah, okay, this is what we're gonna see. I'm definitely saying I've never seen. I guess they was like, and also shout out to Will, because he did win an Oscar. I believe he won an Oscar. Did he win an Oscar? Y'all let me know in the chat if he won an Oscar. I thought he won an Oscar. I don't even watch the Oscars. Y'all just keep stop sending me this clip, because y'all keep on sending me the same clip. I'm live right now. Like, guys, I just literally just got off of work where I can come on here and talk to y'all. Y'all is still sending me this clip. Gosh, I'm gonna have to turn on my Instagram right now, because they keep sending me this clip like over and over and over again. Give me a second. I'm over at the phone lines. Why y'all keep sending me the clip? I already got it. Y'all don't have to keep sending it to me. Y'all have people that been sending me the clip all the time. So give me a second. Hold on 1 second. Let me open up these phone lines. If y'all want to call in, y'all can call in and speak on it. Give me a second. Moderators, if y'all can post the number 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. But this is not the first time I think Will did this. Okay. I think Will, it was a situation where a guy tried to kiss Will. A reporter tried to kiss Will, and Will had hit him back. That was somewhere out international. If y'all can pull that clip, let me know. This ain't the first time I think Will put
your show
hands on
now.
somebody.
Press 1 to hear important.
Your show is scheduled to start in 30 seconds.
All right, give me a second. All right, so we are live. 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 Okay, give me a second. Okay. The number is 646-716-8447. 646.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. 4713, caller, you on air.
What's up, Wiley? This is Darren. What's up?
None much. What's on your mind about this Wilson smacking Chris Rock?
So this is how I see it. So I was watching the whole show. So from the beginning, like Regina Hall, like they all was playing in Will and Jada face about the whole entanglement thing, blah, blah, blah. So I think when it came to Chris Rock, like I said, people don't know. Well, people do know. Jada Pinkett has been very open about having alopecia, which is it's like it attacks your immune system and it causes you to lose your hair. So I think it was just a distasteful joke. When he said the joke, you could see it in her face that she was visibly upset. So I mean, I look at it like this. Everybody want to say, oh, Black men need to protect Black women, blah, blah, blah. But when a Black man went up there to protect his Black woman, oh, this isn't a time and a place. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for Black people. This wasn't a good look. And my whole thing is he handled it the way he felt like it should have been handled. Like, to me, it was a distasteful joke. So to me, honestly, whether Chris Rock knew or not, he know now. At the end of the day, everybody don't play like that. You cannot talk about somebody's wife in front of a person and think everybody just go laugh it off. So I see it as it is what it is. If Chris Rock decides to press charges on Will Smith, that is something he has to deal with. At the end of the day, he was defending his Black woman, how everybody want to say, protect Black women. But it's an issue when he does it. And it's so crazy because I've been seeing like a lot of Black people say, oh, this is embarrassing for us. They're not going to invite Black people anymore. And my thing is, why y'all want to be so accepted in these white spaces? You know what I mean? So just, I don't know. I felt like it is what it is. You learned your lesson. Watch your mouth. Don't play in people's face. Talk about their partners. It is what it is.
I mean, he was a comedian, and Will just so crazy of him to get up and want to slap somebody. Man, come on, man. Y'all doing it at the Oscars.
I get it, but like I said, at the same time, Wiley, I get it. But at the same time, everybody don't play with that. For the past year, Will has been taking a lot of jokes about his marriage and his wife and stuff. So I think it was just a boiling point. You doing this in front of my peers. I think it was just a moment where he was just fed up. You know what I mean? So to me, it is what it is.
I mean, it was a comedian. He was saying a joke. It's not that serious. Will make really ignorant of Will to get up there to stop somebody. Man, you can't take a joke. Like, come on now. Like,
yeah, but and I get what you're saying, Wiley. Like, I definitely get what you're saying, but at the same time, you never know. This could be a triggering thing for her. She's been very open about it. You know what I mean? So even when he said the joke, look at her face. She immediately rolled her eyes. You could tell she was visibly upset about the situation.
If that was a white comedian, I don't think Will would have got out there and slacked her. Like, come on now. That wouldn't happen. If that was a white comedian up there throwing shade, Will wouldn't have not done that.
I wouldn't say that because, I mean, look at the time when that white guy tried to kiss Will and Will slapped the white guy.
You know what I mean? To me, it's all embarrassing, y'all doing this at the Oscars. And this is one of the nights that we supposed to celebrate art. And here they bringing that ghetto mess into the Oscars. I don't see Will probably even being invited back to the Oscars because of that. Like, come on now. This reminded me when Cardi B wanted to fight Nicki at that whole event, and she embarrassed herself. This is embarrassment. This is embarrassing to us Black people. We shouldn't be acting like this on that stage.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's just like, whether he be invited to the Oscars again or not, I mean, Will Smith is already one of the elites. His name is already a household name, so I don't think him not winning an Oscar ever again in life is going to be something that's going to be detrimental or like affect his career moving forward. I mean, at the end of the day, all of that, they did not kick him out, and he still won the award.
Well,
so, right. I mean, it's just, to me, I just said, just you got to watch what you say.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. We are here. All right. Hey, Wiley and producers. I miss you guys. Legal note, let Will live. Okay. I'm not letting the Will. That was ghetto. That was ratchet. That was so ghetto and trashy of him. 0235, you're live on the air.
I don't understand why he couldn't handle it behind the scenes. I don't understand why he had to go on stage in front of millions of people and hit that man. I don't understand. I know that it was heated and stuff, but at least take it backstage or something. Don't just do it in front of live TV. Like that was, I don't think that was necessary at all.
I agree. It was not necessary. It was trashy. It was very ignorant of him to do that. You could have easily handled it, like you said, behind stage. We didn't have to see this.
Exactly. And I just find it very convenient that this happened during the Oscars having its lowest ratings ever. I don't know. Something to me, this feels like it's kind of fake, but kind of real at the same time. I don't know what to believe. It's just a mess.
It could be fake because both of them are actors.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I don't think that Will would jeopardize his career like that in front of everyone.
Hey, we shall definitely see how this is going to play out in the future. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, the number.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. The number is 646-716-8447. 3581.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Look, my thing is this. It was crazy for what he did, which was stupid. The whole thing is this. Everybody's been gigging on him. He done lost his masculinity, which was Jada's fault. He didn't have all that energy for August Alsina, so what's the problem? What's the problem? And to be honest, Jada looks beautiful, and in actuality, she can play G.I. Jane. She actually can do that. And I have alopecia. I wear lace fronts because I don't have the head shape like she do, and I definitely don't have the look like she do, so I didn't see the problem. Problem is all of that's built up in him. He don't know what to do. He need to take that aggression out on August Alsina. He want everybody to keep his wife's name out their mouth, but that's her fault. She put it out there in the public. So I don't understand what's his problem.
I agree. That's a good point. And I look at the Oscars. Look at all those beautiful people there, supposed to celebrate each other, winning awards and all this. They up there bringing WWE ghetto ratchetness to one of the highest prestige you can get as an actor. Will Smith acted a plump fool, and he needed to apologize. And it was wrong for him to do that. Honestly, he could have. Why not do it at the BET Awards, at the Soul Train Awards? Why bring this to the Oscars?
It's crazy. Alopecia, yes, it is a condition, but people act like it's cancer. It's not cancer. We lose our hair. It's you know what I'm saying? Yes, it hurts us. It hurts our feelings, but it ain't cancer. We're not going to die from it, thank God. So, that's ridiculous. And if you look back, Will was laughing at the joke. He only got like that because Jada looked at him. That's when he started to act crazy. But he laughed at it first like everybody else.
Here we go. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. I just hope that we'll apologize, make a public apology, because I was highly offended.
Yeah, exactly. He did it publicly. He needed to apologize publicly.
He definitely needed to apologize publicly. Most definitely. I was highly offended watching that at the Oscars. This is not the BET Awards. This is not the Ratchet Soul Train Awards. This is the Oscars.
All right, Wiley. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
In the back.
Okay, now. All right. Okay, here we go. 3251. 3251. I'm calling your last four. Hello? Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, yes.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Mr. Wiley.
I'm doing wonderful. Hi.
Yes, I have a question to ask you. It's just a question because it seems it's like it's so unbelievable. Anything could happen now. He could have been at his boiling point. But do you believe in that thing called humiliation ritual?
I don't know. I don't know what I do believe that Will should apologize to Chris Rock because that was very embarrassing for him to bring that ghetto Compton behavior to the Oscars. I mean, it's embarrassing.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe it was like what they have to do to get it. Because I just can't see that. Because he could have, at any point, he could have slapped the guy that he was in the entanglement. She was in the entanglement with. That's, to me, it's just something so off about this. And then if you look close up, they're already posting the pictures. Chris was literally laughing. Had a bit when Will walked up to him and hit him. He still had a smile on his face.
This is not the Source Awards. This is the Oscars, where people pay good money. It's good directors. This ain't the time for you to be acting ratchet. This ain't the BET. This is not the Soul Train Award. This is not Pookie and Ray Ray Awards. These are the Oscars. You have to have some type of class.
I agree, Mr. Wiley. That's why I think it might be a humiliation ritual. I really agree. It just doesn't seem like something Will would do unless he is on crack now or something. It's just so off. You can't see that it's something really off about this. It's something that's not sitting right. So maybe he's losing his mind. That's the only thing I can think of. It's either that or a humiliation ritual. That's all I have to say. It's just something so off about this.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. 1462. You live on air.
Hi, Wiley. How you doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Okay, so this is what I want to say. First, I understand that it was the Oscars. I understand it's not the Source Awards. However, being that I'm someone who suffers with alopecia, it could be really detrimental on, as a woman, losing your hair, having bald spots, not being able to style your hair a certain way. And for as far as I don't condone any violence on anyone. However, in this situation, I feel like Will could have potentially fed off of Jada's. Like in that moment, Jada showed her face, like she felt hurt. I saw, like watching it, you could see like she was taken aback. So I just feel like it was like in the moment, where he reacted, and I think when he gave his accepted his award, he was low key trying to apologize, however, standing on his square. And I think that that's how it should be. I know that you don't agree with it. However, with women or anybody that suffers with alopecia, there are 6 different types of alopecia where people lose their hair permanently. I'm one that I have to have an injection in my scalp every time I have a bald spot in order for my hair to grow back. I had a bald spot for 2 to 2.5 years. And then my hair recently just started growing back because it just affects people differently. So I just think that everybody needs to take a step back, in my opinion, not accuse anyone of being on drugs or drinking, and just address like it is a disease, and it affects.
But my thing is this: if you can't handle a comedian, keep your alopecia self at home. If you can't handle a comedian at the Oscars and knowing that it's Joe's going to be short, stay at home or put on a wig. But we cannot have that ghetto Compton behavior at the Oscars. Do that at the BET Awards. Do it at the Soul Train Awards, but not at the Oscars.
I understand that, and I am total. Like I said, I do not condone anyone's behavior, and I'm not condoning that what Will Smith did in that moment. I'm just trying to speak to anyone that suffers with alopecia, and and we don't know the effects it has had on Jada and what they experience in their personal life. So sometimes we just got to take a step back and just say, you know what, I don't condone that. I live through whatever our what we're taught as far as values and morals and how we would react to certain things. But in that moment, we don't know what was going through Will Smith's head to respond in that way. So I hear how strongly you feel, but like I said, I am someone who literally has had a bald spot up until probably 6 months ago from 2018, and we are in 2022. My hair just started growing back.
I understand that.
So
if you have alopecia or whatever you have, and you have to wear a wig or whatever, you don't bring that negative ghetto. You don't bring that negative behavior to the Oscars. I can understand if you with Pookie and Ray Ray at the Soul Train Awards or at the Source Awards. I can understand that. But bringing that behavior to the Oscars is ratchet. It is unbelievable. And I believe that Will Smith should be canceled because of doing so. Until he apologized, yet he should be canceled.
I don't know if the canceling is if he should be canceled, but I definitely believe that he may want to, address all his fans or anybody that as such as yourself and people in the chat that saying girl bye and all of this other stuff, because like I said, alopecia is a disease and it affects people differently. So we don't.
I know many people got alopecia. I know plenty of people with bald spots, but they don't go around slapping people. That does not give you an excuse because your hair is bald that you got to go around slapping folks. That does not give you the excuse. I know plenty of people with bald spots and have to wear wigs. They don't have no hair on their eyebrows. They don't even have hair under their underarms. That does not give you the right to get up out of your seat to slap somebody. That does not give you the right to do that.
I just said, yes, absolutely. I 100% do not condone violence. I am a mental health counselor, like I've called it many of times. I am your legal note, paralegal expert. Yes, I do not condone any of that with how Will Smith handled the situation. What I am calling in as my humble opinion, I'm saying that he may have reacted in a way that was inappropriate for the moment. That does not mean that he should be canceled. Because we do not know what they've been going through on the back end of it, and we don't know all of that. So all of that plays, has a part in what's going on. That's all. That's my comment. I love your show. I appreciate how when you're stand on your square about something. I'm standing on my square about this because I'm coming from someone who suffers. I do not have to wear a wig because I have very, very thick hair. It doesn't mean when the wind blows or if anyone could be self-conscious about having a bald spot, especially when you're not old enough or you're not ready, especially as a woman who does not want to walk around with a bald spot. So when the wind blows, you can see it. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to yell at me, but I appreciate you. I heart you so much. And I'm going to continue to be in the chat. Thank you so much, Wiley.
Thank you so very much for calling in.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. The number is 646-716-8447. We're going to the next caller. All right. 1275.
What's up, Wiley?
How you doing?
All right, Wiley. Don't take this disrespectful. I love you and everything. But why are you cooning for the Oscars?
Excuse me. We're not going to act disrespectful at the Oscars. I can understand if you with Pookie and Ray Ray at Big Mama's Barbecue Pit or Big Mama's Barbecue and you having a good old family reunion and then you want to stop somebody. I can understand that. But don't bring that ratchet, demonic behavior to the Oscars. That's not the place to do it. I can understand if you at the barbecue and you doing that electric slide and somebody talk about your girl with alopecia, bald spots and stuff like that. I can understand you getting them together at the barbecue, at the reunion, but not at the Oscars.
Okay, I understand that, and I do not think that, I don't want to condone violence. I don't think, but why would you rather it happen at a Black event? Instead, instead of just like not at all, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, Wiley, I had to say some other things. I didn't want to be on the phone long, but I want more people to be happy that we got to witness on national television a real man standing up for his wife that's one thing I want to applaud. And the speech that he gave after when he found out he won an Oscar, actually, where he was talking about protecting. And I think there's a lot of men out here that need to hear that because they too busy on that punk A SHI. You get it. So I think that I think it was very necessary. Although I like I said, I'm not condoning violence, but I respect Will for that, for handling his business. And I know that some things may have came over him and it may have overtook him, but because they've been poking the fun at him. They have been the butt of the joke for a while here now. But I mean, I guess that's just what happens when somebody just holds it in. Because Will is a nice guy. Like you hear other people, other celebrities talking about how Will is a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I do believe he's a nice guy, but even a nice guy, you're like, y'all had Will messed up. Y'all had Will messed up. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. We'll go to the next caller. All right. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, I was praying that you go online because this is live, so we want to know what's your thought about it. But I want to say this, guys. Chris Rock is a comedian, so we can't have it both ways because before comedians could do what they want, right? They're comedians. They're entitled to joke on any and everybody. For example, if you're at a comedy show and you're a big girl or a heavy set guy, you look bummy or whatever, don't they cut on you guys? Like, don't they make fun of you guys? Like, you guys are going to get up there and attack the comedian? Are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me if the joke with Bernie Mac, milk and cookies, I'm a gay man. If I was in the show, should I have gone up there and slapped Bernie Mac? No, it's a part of his show. So you can't get offensive. Yeah, if you have alopecia, you have a bald spot, I advise you, no shade, don't sit in the front. Because if a comedian see it, they're going to cut butt. You know, I want to say the A word, but they're going to cut butt. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, but I also want to say it could be another situation. This could be a publicity stunt. I mean, after Will allegedly punched Chris Rock, don't we normally have like a fast reaction to either with your hand to touch your face? Did he touch his face? You get what I'm saying? Like a reaction like, oh my God, just got punched. And you touch your jaw, your face, where you got hit at. Correct?
I agree.
Am I reaching? I don't know.
Well, I hear you.
But I also want to say, Chris, a lot of people are not tuning into the Oscars, so this could also be a publicity stunt we don't know. And also, Chris Rock do have a comedy show this weekend, and it's also sold out. And he's coming back into the light. So we don't know. It could be both. It could be real. It could be staged. We don't know. Because if someone punched me, I'm definitely going to hold my jaw if I'm not going to hit back. You get what I'm saying? And it's a duty to the Oscar and the security guards to notify the police, file a police report, because that was assault, if it was true and real. And they're both actors as well. We can't forget that. But thank you so much, Wiley, for clicking that view. And I also send you the clip where Will Smith also slapped the reporter.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. We got a lot of people that are calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. We did reach out to Will and Jada. To come on the Wiley Show. They have not responded. We do want to say congratulations to Will, even though I don't think he deserved the award. Anyway, he should not get the award. Denzel should have got it because Denzel don't get up smacking people at all. I mean, it's so many black events that go on that you can behave of that matter. You don't have to go there in front of all these prestigious people at the Oscars and act like this, in my humble opinion. This is where I stand on. The Oscars is not a place where you're supposed to be bobbing people in the face. This is not the place. It's a place where you get your award, you dress your nice, beautiful gowns and stuff like that. I can understand if this is the BET Awards, because you get all the rappers, all the thuggish rappers, the Migos and them, all the Democrats, and I can understand that. But having this behavior at the Oscars was totally not acceptable in my eye. And I definitely stand on that. Okay? Let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on air.
Greetings, Wiley. How are you, love?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. So I just talked to my aunt who has alopecia for over 20 years now, and I said to her, did you feel offended or any way about the joke that Chris Rock made? And she's like, no. She has a bald head. She wears a headboard. She's fine, right? So this is my thing. You let August rub out Jada Pum Pum. You ain't do nothing. You ain't say nothing. You write a book and give us way more information than we need. That people had to start a petition to ask you all to stop talking. But Chris Rock simply made a joke about Jada Baldhead, and you get your ass up on the stage to slap him in front of millions of people? Really? Like, he didn't even do himself any justice because he won the Oscar, and I heard you just said that he shouldn't have won. That doesn't take away from his acting. I haven't even seen the movie, but that doesn't take away from his acting. As a black man, I'm happy he won the Oscars, right?
Right, and I want to say this.
But now, guess what?
Go ahead.
You gone viral for slapping Chris Rock. Nobody talking about you winning the Oscar. You take away from your own goddamn moment. Why? Why you didn't slap August? Why you write a book and tell us way more than we need to know in this goddamn book, but you're offended because Chris Rock make a joke about her bald head? Seriously? And the thing is, if you watch the video properly, Wiley, he was laughing. He was talking and laughing until Jada gave him a look. When Jada gave him a look, then he get his ass up and go on the stage and slap Chris Rock. What was your point of that? You was just laughing and clapping when he was making the joke. So what was his point of going up there and doing the most? It didn't make sense to me. It's so stupid. I don't care if it's in front of white people or whoever. F the Oscars because they're racist anyhow. No one was watching. No one is going to watch next year. Who cares? Will just effed up. It was just stupid. It makes no sense. Like, Chris Rock is a comedian, and there's so many other things that he could have made. Why he didn't slap what's her name? The trans lady who asked them about entanglement on the red carpet. Why he didn't slap her?
I feel you.
He didn't slap her, but you get up on the stage to slap Chris Rock because he make a joke about her bald head. It wasn't that deep, and it wasn't necessary. It didn't make sense. It's BS.
I agree 100%.
Yes, protect black women, but what did he do that was so offensive? There's so many other things that people should stand up and talk about when it comes to protecting black women. So many other things. It was a simple joke about her bald head.
I agree.
It wasn't that deep.
And he was laughing.
He was laughing and clapping until Jada gave him a look. And that's when he decided to get up and go slap Chris Rock. Because you want to stand up for your wife now. Why didn't you stand up when August was rubbing out she pum pum? August did more than Chris Rock would ever do. Wasn't August like in the house taking videos, walking the red carpet with Jada doing the most, and you sit your ass back and say nothing and do nothing? Him and Chris Rock is around the same age. They're grown men. It's a joke. August is younger than you, and you let him do your wife all kind of thing all over the place, and you had no issue with it. And then you get on your red table talk, looking sorry. We had to feel sorry for you, and talking about entanglement. But now you're up there slapping Chris Rock because he talk about her bald head. Please. I'm done.
All
Thank
right.
you, Wiley.
Thank you. Okay. Love you. Oh, man. This is why they shouldn't invite those kind of people at the Oscars. They don't need to be there. All right. Let's go to the phone lines. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hello, Wiley.
Hi.
Oh yes, I'm about to go in. I am disgusted. See, this is the thing I'm talking about. We get on TV to see nice, beautiful awards and things like this happen. Let me tell you something, Will Smith. Will Smith deserves to be charged with assault and battery. And the LAPD is looking into it, Wiley. I just read something on Variety. They say they're investigating. They need to lock him up and charge him. You do not get on TV and slap a man for making a joke at a entertainment show because you are fed up with the world and your wife having you as the butt of the joke for years. She up there crying over every year we get a poem from Tupac from the grave from Jada Pinkett Smith. You don't go to his grave. August Alsina came out and told the world what your wife did. Well, she took advantage of him and you did not slap him. And you should slap yourself because you sat there with her at that red table and made a fool out of your family, Will Smith. And you get on TV and slap this man for making a joke. He makes jokes about everybody. He is a comedian. We are living in the free country 2022, Will Smith. You don't get on TV and slap this black man for doing his job because you're embarrassed that your wife cannot take a joke. Alopecia is nothing, Wiley. And these people calling saying it's so sensitive. Let me tell you something. Go get some Wild Grow. Go get some Wild Grow oil and rub some aloe vera on your head, Jada Pinkett Smith, and it will grow. Wiley, like I was just blown away, Wiley. I was just blown away. Will Smith done ruined the best night in his life. We will not think about that Oscar. We will think about him making a fool of himself. And y'all say he got on stage and cried because he's embarrassed. Denzel Washington had to go and look at him and say, "Sir, don't let your highest moment, the devil will come, and you just failed the test. They're going to blackball you like they did Monique from Hollywood. And Tyler Perry was there to comfort you, but do you think he will help you? No. You are banished, Will Smith, from Hollywood. You just embarrass yourself on national TV in front of the whole world because your wife got in her feelings and you thought you wasn't going to win that award. That's what it was, Wiley. He sat there and thought he wasn't going to win that award. And they finally called his name, and he had to go out there and cry. Cry because you're embarrassed. Jada Pinkett Smith put y'all business out here for the whole world to know. We wouldn't know nothing about no entanglement if she's not entangled with that young man. You got on there and said that y'all was in some kind of situationship or whatever for the whole world to see, to make money. And you're going to ruin your career. Will Smith has been in the entertainment business for over 20 years. And what we will remember when he retires will not be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It will be that night that Will Smith got on stage on live TV and slapped this man. And then go cry after. and Chris Rock, I applaud you because you didn't slap him back. You should have blacked his eyes. So you, sir, you are a gentleman, and you go ahead and press charges, and you will work in Hollywood. And Jada Pinkett Smith, go get you some Wild Grow. Y'all got all this money, Wally. I'm so mad, Wally. They got all this money, and she can't go get hair products to make her hair grow and go see a doctor. You got on there on them, and I said when I saw Jada Pinkett Smith on red carpet with Will Smith and that ugly dress she had on, I said, look at her. She just ruined his image. And come to find out, she ruined his night because she could not take a joke. Go get you some aloe vera and
go see that woman down in Atlanta, the hair doctor.
All right.
And stop embarrassing your husband on national TV. And Will Smith, you are canceled, sir. You're done. Call Monique and ask her how she survived because you're blackballed. Good night, Wiley.
All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right. We got some more callers here. Give me a second while we go to these callers. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous.
Hey,
Hi.
good evening. So many people called anonymous. I don't know. They kind of copying off of me, huh? So I didn't know whether you were ever talking to me. But anyway, thank you for opening the line tonight because I didn't know about this, to be honest, until I was scrolling the internet and I saw Nick at Night, and I saw something about Will slapping Chris Rock. Now I'm gonna say this. I think that Will was trying to set an example. He really wants people to stop talking about Jada, so he took it out on Chris Rock to set an example. But like everybody said before me, especially I think my Trinidadian friend, I know she's another one, but she was so on point. Like Jada should have stayed home. Jada should have stayed home, and I'm gonna say this: that ever since Will Smith been married to Jada, he has been slowly but surely going down, and tonight was like the straw that broke the camel's back. He's acting different, very different from the Will Smith that we've known and loved. Or if you didn't love him, at least you respected the man because he stayed in Hollywood making good movies. And for you to get up over Jada, how can she be embarrassed about a G.I. Jane joke when she has sat at that red table and told all kinds of business, making Will Smith look bad? I'm gonna just say this: I really hope it's probably too late now because, like many callers said before me, people are going to remember, unfortunately, this night at the Oscars that Will Smith pretty much he acted in poor choice. And like I said, if Jada didn't, if she didn't like it to give him a look like that and set him off like that, she should have stayed home. Because but his career, unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe this will be a big kiki, or maybe this will be like, people gonna stop wanting to even watch him. He already didn't let his wife and told enough, more than we wanted to hear. Like the caller said, people had to petition her to just be quiet, and then she comes to the awards where she could have just stayed home, and that wouldn't even been that. A lot of times, unfortunately, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Women. Not all, because I'm a woman myself, so people in the comments don't take this personally, but a lot of times it's the women that men meet. Sometimes they bring them down, going all the way back to Adam and Eve, but that's a whole nother story. Sometimes it's just best, Jada does not compliment Will, and that's just it. She's been bringing him down ever since they've been together, if you ask me.
All right.
So, and she should have stayed home.
All right. Thank you so very much. Okay. 5560. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Wiley. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah. So Will literally ruined his own moment, and that's why he was crying during his apology speech, or during his acceptance/apology speech. He knows that he looked crazy. The whole scene played out so weird and just didn't make any sense. When Chris Rock first said the joke, he was laughing. It was Jada that rolled her eyes. And then out of nowhere, he goes up, slaps him, and then goes on this pseudo tirade/rant situation that made him look even crazier. And it's not lost on me that he hit the only person that he feels he was offended by, that literally has as much to lose as him. He didn't attack Laverne Cox or even give a nasty reply or anything like that. He didn't give any comment or hands to August either. It just was sad. He tainted his own moment. I mean, going into this Oscars, like, he knew he was going to win the award. Like, come on, everyone. It was kind of like I feel like everyone kind of understood that this was going to be his moment, and it's just like he played himself. All these people that are like, oh, you know, I don't condone violence, don't do this, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I'm someone who I'm not a violent person by any means or anything, but like I understand how some people can be put in situations where like they're just like at the edge and it can result in them acting out, whether that's them like screaming or hitting someone. But I mean, how many years have you been in this industry? How like people have been talking about you, whether positively or negatively, for years, and it's just like you choose now today, this moment, to show your behind. He looked crazy. One, for acting like that. Two, for their outfits, because they were dressed terribly, and it was just sad. It was weird and sad, and I don't know. It was just strange. It was strange that especially him like yelling. It was just like, what are you doing?
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay, I want to read
Thank
something
you.
here. Thank you. The LAPD released a statement. They said that they did investigate that the individual involved has declined to file a police report. If the involved party desires a police report at a later date, LAPD will be available to complete an investigative report. So we just want to put that out there that the LAPD were involved, but Chris Rock declined to press any charges. I don't know why they didn't do this at the BET Awards. Why are they going to do this at the Oscars? A whole bunch, I have to say. And I'm definitely going to be checking with the Oscars board of directors. We definitely don't need this type of ghetto behavior at the Oscars and any other award show. You definitely don't need it. And they should snatch that Oscar from Will Smith, honestly. 1242, caller, you're on the air. 1242, you're live on air.
Am I live on air?
I can hear. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to comment really fast. So I think a lot of people don't realize that this kind of stems back from, I don't know if it was last year or the year before the Oscars that Chris Rock hosted. So during his opening, he was quite insulting to Jada. You know, he made a lot of discouraging comments about her. And even he went on David Letterman and made comments about Will Smith. Now, I in no way condone violence, but I just think that he reached a point where, you know, Chris Rock came out and made even more comments about his wife. And he just, you know, yeah, she did give him a look. And maybe that did remind him, hey, you know, this is something that maybe I need to address. And I think it just kind of all boiled up to, you know, this moment where, you know, he just acted out. You know, I'm not excusing it. I don't think he should be canceled. I do think he should apologize. But, you know, I think he just did something that any of us, you know, we've done some things, maybe not punched someone, but we've acted out in a way that we felt bad about, you know, doing. But, you know, I just think that we should apologize and we should move on and you know, and no, we don't want this to happen at the BET Awards either. So I you know, I don't know. I just think we should give him another chance. It's Will Smith. He's one of the greatest actors we've ever had. So, you know, get a brother a chance, you know?
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. I do believe he should lose that award because he could have did this at the BET Awards. He didn't have to do it at the Oscars. He didn't have to do it at the Oscars. The Oscars is definitely very classy. I could definitely see this is going on at the BET Awards, seeing Nicki and the Migos, all that ghetto-ness at the BET Awards. That didn't have to have that behavior at the Oscars. We didn't have to see that at the Oscars at all. And that just, in my humble opinion, I do want to apologize to all the guests at the Oscars. Do want to apologize to all the producers that they have to witness that ghetto mentality. And I just want to apologize on the behalf of Will Smith that didn't even was called for to do that at the Oscars. I do hope they do take his award though. 6262, calling on air.
Hi, I've had an opportunity to hear many stories and people commenting, and I do think that Will had a breakdown, and it was obvious that he had made comments consistently throughout the evening. And at some point, it was time for him to terminate that type of behavior. And you don't know the extent of the pain that he may endure at home with his wife, with her having that condition. But I really take aback that we find it so easy to determine that it's okay for him to have this behavior at a Black function like BET Awards, which I find to be very prestigious, in fact, because I am pro-Black. Then for you to feel like that is such a atrocity to display such behavior before the white audience. I am so appalled by that. Where do you get that backwards thinking that we need to be on great behavior before the white folks, but we need to be okay and condone and conduct ourselves in manners that is unacceptable amongst Black people? I think that is an awful misunderstanding of the brilliance and the wonders of our great heritage to compare ourselves that way. We have a problem with historically of liking ourselves. And I think Will made a mistake. He reacted to a sensitive situation. Chris Rock, like most comedians, go too far and use that as a means to degrade people. And it's a message to the comedians. You can't always be disrespectful. You may get checked. So learn, everybody, from this situation that respect goes both ways, and I understand too that the Oscars, the Oscars is no better than BET. In fact, I love BET Awards. Thank you very much, Tamara Lewis.
Thank you so very much
Over to California
for calling in. I said that behavior because they could have did that at the BET Awards. Do that at your family reunion. Don't bring it to the Oscars. Because if I was the head in charge of the Oscars, I would have literally snatched that award from Will Smith and gave it to Denzel Washington. A classy person. He's not aggressive. He don't act like those kind of people. He acts very classy. And until Will Smith learned that you had to be a positive person and not being negative and ratchet and ghetto like Pookie and Ray Ray, that's what I believe. He should never done that. I don't care if you didn't like the joke. You had it offside. You don't do that at the Oscars. 8526, calling you on the air. 8526. 8526. All right, we're going to go to the next caller. 3280. 3280. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, you're live on the air.
Yeah, man. Let me just get my 2 cents about it. I just think it was just mad.
I can't hardly hear you. You gotta be on mute or Bluetooth or something.
You hear me?
I can hear you. Sound like you're underwater.
Sorry. My connection. Do you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just think it was just a bad look for the whole black community, like as Black men, like to just like attack each other at the Oscars like that. Like that's not a good look. And like for him to do that in front of all those white people, like I don't know how, like that's not a good look, period, at all. So I feel like if I'm Will Smith, I would apologize as soon as possible. Like
all right, thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. We definitely want to make sure y'all got y'all sounds together. Okay. 2392.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Yeah, I was calling because I am a person who has alopecia, and like I would have been embarrassed if I was Jada and he's making remarks about my hair. Like I don't know what the reason is for her hair falling out, but you can just not go to Atlanta and put some wild growth in your hair, depending on what type of alopecia you have. So I don't know what that lady was talking about. But anyway, I think like when I was looking at it, I saw Will laughing, and then he must have looked around at Jada's face and saw her reaction. And I don't think he did it like knowingly. He was not going up there to do it. But after seeing the look on his wife's face, he just kind of lost it. And I'm definitely not going to cancel him because of that one mistake, because he's like a class act all around. And I must say, Chris Rock took that hit like a G. That's what I must say. He did take that hit like a G, and I'm glad he's not pressing charges.
Yeah, I definitely do so. And I do want to apologize to the creators of the Oscars, to the executive producers, to the janitors, to the marketing folks over there, to the network. This is just embarrassing. You know, when you open up that door and you want to be inclusive, this is what you get. You get this crime to be committed on this stage. I mean, he could have did this at the Oscars, could have did it at the NAACP award. Why did you have to do it at the Oscars? I just, this is just like, it wasn't right. It reminded me of Pookie and Ray Ray coming to an event, not invited, and just tearing it up to everybody that paid for and dressed it really nice. What therefore? This is not Philly. This is the Oscars. And we need to call that behavior out. It wasn't cute. It was very aggressive, and it was wrong. I definitely want to put that out there as well.
It was wrong. It definitely was. It wouldn't have mattered if he was at the BET or there. It's still wrong.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. That is the number. We definitely, well, we got so many callers here. 9130, calling on the air. Hi.
This is Miss Pratt. I'm calling to say that I appreciate what what Will Smith did, because he paved the way for every Black female that works on these jobs, because Chris Rock put out a movie a couple of years ago about nappy hair. And I feel like what Will Smith did tonight, he let every white man know that you cannot go around making jokes about white women in front of Black women, because that's what Black on job. When I worked for the district attorney's office, and what I worked with 5 white females, and a Black man would come in there, he would buy 5 presents, and he would never buy me a gift. And I worked in the administrative assistant office, and he would always the Black man would always overlook me. But when that was a joke, he would laugh.
Okay, I don't know how that has to deal with Will Smith and Chris Rock. Are you not getting a Christmas gift?
What I'm saying is, they make jokes about Black women. And I mean, what I'm saying is, what I am saying is, he was talking about the lady's hair.
Okay.
You don't think that makes sense, do you?
Hey, it makes. No, okay, go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is, you guys are getting on Will Smith for one up there slapping the shit out of.
Oh, language.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad he did, because Chris Rock think he can go around making jokes about Black females, and I'm glad he did it.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. 2900. 2900, you're live on the air. 290.
I don't even know what call.
Okay, I gotta let you go. I don't know what you're trying to do here. 4436.
Okay. Hello, Wally.
Hi.
I just want to address a couple of things. Okay. Why do you have this idea that Black people are supposed to conduct ourselves at a certain higher level in front of white people, but then we can act, degrade ourselves in front of Black people? I just find that mindset to be completely problematic, and it speaks to this inferiority complex that a lot of Black people have. Unfortunately, we think anything white is better, and we supposed to have more respect for them. It's no different than when we go to our jobs, we're yes sirring and yes ma'aming to these white people, but then again we talk to other Black people, it's hey man, hey, what's up? When I'm working around people, I don't allow my people to talk to me that way. I let them know straight up, talk to me how you talk to these white people, put some respect on my name. So I just wanted to just say that also.
Nobody should be
People,
deserved to be
they're-
slapped, and that is wrong. And if I was Chris Rock, I would have pressed charges. Could have did that at the BET Awards, at your Big Mama's barbecue, at the reunion, do all that there. But the Oscars is a very prestige event, been going on for over 60 plus years, where people put on their best dress, right? They're not there to see a Black man get up there slapping another Black man. You're pushing Black folks back to the 1960s with that type of behavior. That was wrong. That wasn't classy. To see this billionaire get up acting ignorant because he can't take a joke about his wife when they was joking, talking about entanglements on the red table talk.
But hold on. Okay, I mean, I get what you're saying, but see, I feel like the NAACP, that's also a procedures of war. Now, I get, the perspective, okay, he shouldn't have hit the man. I don't have an issue with him slapping Chris Rock because, number one, okay, the comment was very, because Jada Pinkett already said that she has like a medical, condition as to why she lost her hair. So when it comes down to that, it's just certain things I feel like should have not been said. So Chris Rock was wrong for making that comment. Furthermore, it's like people criticize, oh, well, he could have put hands on August Alsina. The reality is, with August Alsina, that was he had permission to be with Jada. Will Smith and Jada, they have an open marriage. That's between that Black man and that Black woman, how they choose to have their marriage. So I just don't understand like, so much of the criticism. Saying Will Smith put hands on him, it is what it is. I don't feel like he should apologize for it. And I do feel like, Black people have to just get out of this mindset of the Oscars. I don't care about the Oscars. At the end of the day, hey, that's a white award show. I put more clout on the NAACP, the Image Award, something that's specifically for us, not about, the Oscars. That's completely irrelevant. We need to start putting value on our things and stop looking at other people as if it's just, okay, well, we're in front of white folks, so we're going to fake it pretend. That type of idea is just ridiculous.
All right, thank you so very much.
So, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, the number is 646-716-8447. We had a lot of callers in here. We're going to try to get to everybody in here. Give me a quick second. We got a lot of callers here. We're going to try to get to everybody. 0817, you live on the air. 0817. 0817. Hello. 0817. 0817. Hello. Oh, she got me. She got my TV playing. 0817. Okay, I gotta go to the next caller. Let me try one more time. Let me text her. Tell her to turn me off and turn me off the TV. Come on, so I can bring you on. Okay, 0817. Hello. Hello. 0817. Okay. 0817. I have to do. Okay. I don't know what's going on. All right. 8027.
Hi, Wiley.
Hey.
How are you?
All right.
That's good. This is smoke detector lady, and you better not be scoring on me tonight.
Okay, go
Wiley.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm upset with you tonight. I feel like you green light, and I feel like you upholding the Oscars over your own people. I don't really understand what's up with
It's having
that.
nothing to do with
Why
that.
is it okay for you saying that though? That's what you're saying. You're saying that if you want to act like that, go over to the BET Awards. Why?
My opinion is that behavior would have been greatly appreciated over there with your own kind,
No, it would
not over there
have
at the
been.
Oscars.
When I see the BET Awards, I don't want to see nobody fighting just because it's black people. That's not what I want to see. And you said that would have been perfectly fine over there, and that wasn't appropriate. Jada didn't come there to be made fun of her disability. She came there to watch award shows. She didn't come over there to get made fun of and to have her disability put on blast. And why should he be counseled? And why are black women wrong for him not being counseled and seeing Will in as a hero for standing up for her? When Dave Chappelle made those comments about the LGBT community, all the LGBT members had the right to stand up for what they believe in. Why black women don't have that right?
But you can't slap somebody. That's a crime. It's the difference between standing up to somebody and slapping them. There's the difference.
Okay, well, don't make fun of a man's wife because see, a black woman don't have no value on her.
It's a comedian. Come on, it's a comedian making fun of that type of way. If you can't have no comedian, then leave.
When Dave Chappelle made those comments, it wasn't just a comedian. It was he's homophobic.
He was a comedian. You can have outrage, but you cannot get up on stage and slap Dave Chappelle because that means you committed a crime.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure that Will Smith is he can deal with whatever the consequences of that crime is, but he should not be counseled for standing up for a black woman, because sure as hell a black woman should have the right for her black husband to stand up for her. If LGBT can have somebody stand up for just making a joke, if it could just be a joke, if comedians can just get on stage and make jokes about LGBT community, then and that'd be okay. Okay, so I mean, what are we talking about here? Like that's not like, and why are you saying that it's okay to act a fool in black establishments? What's up with that?
They could have did that at the BET Awards. My personal opinion did have to happen at the Oscars.
Wally, I love you, and I know you have your personal opinion. You know I mess with you long way, love the Texas and all. You know, say stuff about my kids being up, and I still call. But Wally, that's ugly tonight. How you acting? You being real, like you green like the Oscars and. You can act however and be. Look at Monique. Look how they doing Monique. This woman is the most decorated comedian, and she still ain't got no respect on her name. These people don't love and respect us.
But that does not give you the right to stand up and slap somebody.
And we don't have to be the frontliners, and we don't have to be the frontliners for them. We don't have to fight for them just because that don't give us.
That doesn't matter, and I hope that the Oscars revamp that because no. Let me tell you, all of those beautiful black people that was there, and those big beautiful hold on one second. Those people that was there, and those beautiful black people that was in their nice attire that was there, and all of that stuff could have just hold on one second. Let me say this. Okay, 1 second. And all this stuff is happening at the Oscars. I just think that was highly disrespectful for Will Smith to do that. Very disrespectful, in my humble opinion.
It's very disrespectful for a white Oscar establishment to allow another black man to get on stage and make fun of black man's disability.
He's a comedian. Comedians always tell jokes. If you can't handle it, Jada could have just went home, and Will Smith could have went home, and that could have been resolved.
They should have not.
He's a comedian. He's a comedian. It's no different when they was making jokes of Bill Cosby. It's no different. It's no different. A comedian job is to make jokes
and make fun of a black woman's disability. That's bullying, and that's a form of violence. That perfect white prestigious alumni that we would never fit in should not have allowed that. They were trying to humiliate and intimidate Will and Jada, and you know it.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Thank you, love you. I don't believe that at all. 8516 caller, you on the air. 8516, you live
Hello?
on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Wiley? So I've been listening to this, and so the perspective is basically, I think it's a time and a place for everything. When it comes down to what Will did, really, when you think about it, like he shouldn't have walked up there and stopped that man because he was out of place. Really, he actually looked like the weaker being because he didn't make a joke about her having alopecia. He didn't make a joke about anything like that. He just said, okay, cool, G.I. Jane, cool. We know like a bald-headed person, G.I. Jane correlates with the movie. So it doesn't, he couldn't even shouldn't even walked up and said that to her. Or like even hit him, you know what I'm saying? Because now he could have afterwards stepped to the man afterwards, like, hey, listen, man, I appreciate the joke you said. Next time if I catch you, like, hey, just keep my wife's name out your name. Just step to him man to man. Because he didn't prove anything by slapping him on TV. All he did is just make people look at him as more crazy than what had already been happening in their relationship. Things that's already been going crazy between that. And so, as you said, I kind of agree with you. Like, what he did, he actually just made black people look worse. Like, oh, look at these black people acting up in front of the white people. Because it didn't create no balance. It didn't make them look no better as a man. Because now they're like, okay, cool, Will Smith, we probably want to invite him over. We won't have him a part of this because he can't take a joke. And then what is going to open up the more door for people to just talk more about his wife. Like, to talk more about a bald head. Talk more about having alopecia. Talk more about
that's what's gonna happen. They gotta talk about her more.
Yeah, people gonna both blogs talk about like, oh, look at her head. Like, we're just gonna bring it out more. What are you gonna do? Slap everybody that say something? You got a whole lot of slapping to do then. You hope you got a lot of people out there slapping because everybody gonna talk about it. It doesn't change. Like, it's just gonna keep the rotation going. And so I feel like totally he should never even step to her. He should never came to her slap the guy at the awards, at the Oscars. Because if you had a classy event like you say, you should act yourself as such. Or you could have waited to commercial break and say, bro, let me talk to you, man. Like, hey, listen, what you said was out of character. It's a comedian event. People talk about people all the time. Half the people on here talk about people every day. So they can't act like and every time they talk about something, what somebody slapped you, what you gonna do? And it's just, I think it was just really wrong of him to go up there and slap him. And then, like as you say, he wouldn't have probably even did that to BET Awards. Whoever was hosting it probably would have slapped him back and where he was at anyway. Because if it was somebody at the BET Awards, he ain't slapping nobody else. And so he took advantage of Chris Rock because Chris Rock was like, okay, cool. I actually want to give Chris Rock kudos because he held his composure. Because most people, he didn't. So now he looked like the bigger man. Like, okay, cool, you slapped me. Cool, now he's the bigger man. Chris Rock is the better person. You know what I'm saying? In any instance. So all that standing up for your girl, standing up for your guy, I think it's cool. He could have stepped up to the handle it a different way. Which if it was happening to my girl, I'll step up and like, hey, bro, come on, man. You disrespectful. Like, come on, man. Because he didn't prove anything by stopping him on national TV, but make you want to talk more about Jada, talk more about him.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in, brother. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. 1753.
Good night, Wiley. How are you?
All right.
All right, good. Yes, I hear you trolling, so I'm not even gonna stay too long with you. I do not feel like Will Smith was wrong. I feel like Will Smith is like the golden child when it comes to the community. Not only did he smack Chris Rock during the Oscars, but he also won an Oscar. I mean, I am going to be kind of upset because it's going to overshadow his achievement, but I don't think he was wrong in any point, in any point of the way. Just to be honest, I feel like this could be an opportunity for him and Chris Rock to come to the table talk. So I didn't see anything wrong with it, to be honest. And I do think that the joke that Chris Rock made was very distasteful. I did not find it funny. I mean, I don't even understand why he's comparing, Jada Pinkett Smith to G.I. Jane when she purposely shaved her head. I mean, he wouldn't make that joke about Britney Spears or about anybody white. But so why would he make that joke about Jada Smith, Jada Pinkett? I don't understand.
That was it?
That's all.
All right,
and on top of that, I mean, even just to say on your other point, I know you always say, okay, well, we shouldn't act like that. It's done and all that type of stuff. But didn't Janet Jackson get barred from the Super Bowl for simply showing her breast? So anything that we do, we still gonna get banned easily, whether we choose violence or whether we choose the high road. So I feel like just be yourself and keep it pushing.
All
Say
right.
an apology, and that's it.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay, we got a lot of callers, so I'm pushing y'all. I'm letting y'all get y'all point of cooler. I hung up on somebody. I'm letting y'all get y'all point across, but we gotta keep it moving because we got a lot of callers in here. Anonymous, you live on air.
Okay, really want it, but
9867. Get your point across because I want to get through everybody. 9867.
Hey, Wally,
Hey.
this is the voice of New York. Yeah, Wally, I just wanted to say that I think whatever Chris Will did was justified because of her condition, her hair condition. She has alopecia, and I think that is a very insensitive joke. Knowing that Chris Rock did a whole documentary on good hair versus bad hair and how much hair means to the Black community, I think that was very much out of pocket. With that said, I think how Will can get out of this is, as well as his wife, is to maybe educate the public on alopecia. And I'm assuming Black women in particular have scar and alopecia, which is like one of the types that's very common is centrifugal cicatricial alopecia, or CCCA. That's a very common thing. And right now there's a lot of research going on that it could be a genetic component that why Black women have a very high prone of this scar and alopecia, because people thought it came from the hot comb, it came from having relaxers. But right now there's a lot of things going on in that field that's stating that it could be something that's innately genetic. Lastly, another thing they can do is discuss more about the wig bills that's also coming out as well. So, Wally, for you to also say that we shouldn't do this at a white place like the Oscars, why are we trying to be like, I feel like, first of all, Wally, when you have your wife,
Well, technically the BET Awards is white owned too. Just to let y'all know, it's not owned by Black folks.
It is white owned. It is, but before Bob Johnson gave away was. But what I'm saying is, as a husband, if you're out with your wife and a man grope your wife, you just going to.
I would defend her. I would defend her. But it's if a comedian makes a joke about my wife, we're gonna laugh and move forward of it. It is what it is. I'm gonna make sure my wife has on a beautiful wig. Okay. But again, I would not get up on the night that I'm nominated to slap somebody. I'm not doing that because it's gonna overshadow my win. It's gonna overshadow if I win the award. So no, I wouldn't have done that at all. I've been and if you can't handle a joke, then stay at home and you play with your kids on the Red Table Talk and y'all do some more videos. But he didn't have the energy for August Alsina. He had an energy for Chris Rock on a night that everybody is watching, and that behavior, I think it could have been great. They could have done it at the barbecue, at the family reunion. Why bring that at one of the highest award that you can get as an actor, and you do it on that night? Come on, bro, it's embarrassing. He embarrassed himself.
You don't know what was discussed before. You don't know what happened prior to. For someone to do that, that means he was fed up. And sometimes when your emotions is already up there, you're tired of things that's happened. So it pushed his buttons to the extreme because we have never seen Will act like this before. Now, I think how Chris Rock can apologize to the scar and hair loss community is to like advocate or to like spread things. For example, everyone's gonna lose their hair at some point, and even men lose hair. So I don't understand why people make it feel like it's a woman thing. Men lose hair too, and men are sensitive too.
Absolutely.
But for the people in the chat or anyone else, there's a Scar and Alopecia Foundation, SAF Foundation, if you want more resources. And there's also a hair bill where we can make it, because people who get chemo, people who get all these things lose their hair. And losing hair is a grieving process. So for you to embarrass a Black woman like this on television by a Black man, and Chris Rock got Black children at a white place, and that's to me is out of pocket. He deserves to be put in his place as a wife. If I was his wife, I'm like, you don't let him disrespect me on national television. You better pull up. Where's the Glock? He's very lucky he's not Tupac. Tupac would have bought the Glock out, okay? It doesn't matter at this point. People will forgive Will because Will could just say, I had a bad night, blah, blah, blah. And he still won the Oscars. Who cares? Who cares? White people have done worse than this, okay? And still come out on top. Rob, steal, kill, and still show their face, okay? This little thing, who cares? I know we're trying to do respectability politics because, this is Will Smith. But I do think, do we really care about what the Oscars think about us? Look how long it took our great Black actors and actresses to even get an Oscar. Will should have been got an Oscar from back in the days when he played Muhammad Ali, when he played so many things, right? So he's like, he's way overdue for an Oscar. So the point is like, what's the Oscar nowadays? It's like, okay, the Grammy. Who cares at this point?
All
But
right.
thank you, Wiley,
Well,
for
thank
this
you.
conversation. And as always, trolling us. And last thing, just to end this, I'm sure Chris Rock regrets to make an enemy out of Will Smith, just like what Nicki Minaj said in her new song, "Go Up" with Fabio Foreign, right? All right. Have a great night,
Thank you
guys.
so very much. Okay, we got a lot of callers
You're
in
welcome.
here. Want to make sure I get to y'all all here. They could have did that at the Source Awards. Why do they have to do that at the Oscars? I love the Oscars. I remember when I was growing up on a farm. It's about 6 years old, and I would get in the bathroom and I would have one of my mom brush, and I remember I would win for Best Director, and I would give a speech. Never would I have thought that I would see a black man named Will Smith get up there and smack Chris Rock. That wasn't in my vision because I remember, growing up on a farm in Chicago, dreaming of getting an Oscar for Best Director. Not when I thought that would see this type of behavior actually going on. So hold on 1 second. Let's go. We got another call. We got a lot of callers in here. 5236, you live on the air. 5236.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Hold on, I gotta turn you down in the back because I've been waiting for a minute to say this.
Okay, y'all.
Now, I will.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Now, what I wanted to say was, first of all, I'm not here to say what's wrong or what's right. And I'm also not here to tell you about what you done said, because people been calling in talking about they should have did you should at BET and all this stuff. What I want to say is, first of all, you cannot believe or not believe that the Oscars ain't set this up. Now, by you saying that it's supposed to be, done at certain events, okay, that's fine. You can have that opinion if you want to. But the most events, the most happenings, the most stuff is calculated and produced by white people through black people. So when black people come to a show, they want to see a show. Now, you cannot say this wasn't orchestrated because they sat them right there, or they may not have sat them right there. Either or, you already know that the Oscars look at all the jokes. They already know what Chris Rock was going to say before he was going to say it. Yes or no?
I can't really speak on that because I'm not part of the committee. I can assume that and say that, but I'm not there. If you get a script, this was going on, I don't know. I can't really speak on that. That's a question that you have to ask the Oscars, because I'm on the outside, just like you having this conversation. But let's just say they did approve that. That still doesn't give Will the right, as a man, classy man, a man that never really been in trouble publicly, get up and smack another man. For that was wrong. That would happen to anybody else. I would have pressed charges and I would have sued the pants off of him. Because you can't do that. You can't put your hands on people. You may not like it, but you got to be very careful putting your hands on people like that, because now they really going to troll Will Smith about his wife. Average Joe going to be on the street, and Pookie and Ray Ray and them going to troll him about his wife. And then if he put his hands on them, that's going to be some lawsuits for Will Smith.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's an opinion to believe or not to believe what you're going to defend or not defend. So what I'm saying is, if you have this issue with somebody, you just react. And his reaction was what it was, whether it was fake or not. His reaction was what it was, and that's what it was. He was right there. Wasn't no security. Did nobody run up? Did nobody say stop? Did nobody do nothing? They didn't even cut the commercial, and they have the ability to. This was all planned and set up for us
to Kiki or them to Kiki and do their little snort and have a little powwow and talk about it for later on. And another thing I wanted to say, you cannot believe that all these people don't hang out together. See, all these people that we always think that they all go to the same parties. All millionaires and billionaires hang out together. They don't hang out with the lower class. They hang out with, so everybody know everybody's business. Now, how we don't know that maybe some type of way back in the day, or maybe in later time, Chris was trying to holler at Jada before she got with Will. We don't know. It's producers sitting in that audience. It's directors sitting in that audience that's been directing and producing for 20 years, 30 years. We don't know the background and the backstory of nobody. Everybody sitting in there know each other's story. Hollywood is so small that everybody in everybody's business that we probably don't know, but they know. So for Chris to come up and say what he said, that's probably some interlying thing that we don't know nothing about.
All right.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you so very much for calling in.
All right.
All right now. Okay, we're gonna keep it short because we're down to 15 callers. I want to get to all y'all. Get your point across, okay? 0923 calling on air. All right, 0923. All right, you're not ready. We're going to somebody else. 6556. 6556.
Hello?
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. I wanted to say that what Will Smith did was absolutely wrong. And I'm a fan. I grew up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I grew up, I had my son watching Everyone Hates Chris. When I saw that, I was outraged because everyone idolizes Fresh Prince. There's been so many things on TikTok about the remake of the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and all, and it just saddens me that he allowed his emotions to get that high, knowing what Chris Rock is, a comedian, to go slap another black man was distasteful. I was shocked. I'm like, well, there goes his career. But at the same time, it goes to show you that we as black people have not matured. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody's saying to you about, whether it was the BET Award or the Source Award. First of all, we all know when you get around white folks, and I'm going to say it like this, you do have to conduct yourself in the best manner because we are labeled. He knew what he was doing. Whether it was staged or not, I don't care about none of that. When it's all said and done, he should have handled his business as a proud black man, as a husband, as a father, and deal with it in a manner that will make our people look better, not worse. This is just another stereotype. It's very distasteful. He owes that man an apology, and he better pray to God that he don't press charges. That's how I look at it. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Okay. I do got info on that he's not pressing charges, because that's what the LAPD, that was their statement that they released. Okay. The number is 646-716-8447. 8257. 8257.
Hello?
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, how are you this evening?
I'm doing wonderful.
Yes, I feel that with wisdom comes accountability. And this gentleman just did a movie about one of the greatest families, Black families in the world. He has obtained a lot of wisdom about how to conduct himself as the protector of his family, as the man of his family, and he has grown up tonight. Will grew up in front of the whole world. Him and his family have been on the front lines in various topics throughout the years. Some of us respect that, some of us don't. But this was the night that Will became a real man in his heart. He was himself. That's what he felt at the time he was supposed to do. And I'm not saying that he was right for hitting anyone, but I'm not going to say that we should condemn him for feeling what he felt at that moment. He was being a man. He was letting the world know, this is my wife. He was letting her know, I love you. He was letting the world know he loves Jada, period. And that the most beautiful thing about it is that he's a black man that loves his black wife, and he did it for the whole world was able to see it. For so many centuries, we have been condemned for loving each other as a man and a woman being the color black. As people say, I call myself brown. And even as a woman of God, I just thank God that for once, the world can see our black men do love their families. They love their women. He loves her personally. And love will make you do some crazy, upside down things. But on the other hand, Chris Rock has to learn what respect means for a black man to another black man, because black men are put down all over the world, no matter where they go. And if we can't be respected by each other as a race, no one will ever respect us. I feel that Chris Rock learned tonight, I have to respect myself as a black man, not to hurt another black man or a black woman in that way. It's been done for too long. And I am not condoning, once again, him hitting that man. But Will acted out of instinct, I believe. And I think that's something that Chris understood. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, thank you so very much. Okay, next caller, 5754. You live on air.
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
All right.
I was actually so I agree with Will slapping Chris Rock, only because one, I think Will is just tired. He just was on the red carpet. I forgot the lady's name that made a comment about the entanglement. Then he was the butt of a joke on Instagram, and after all that, I think he's just tired of everyone making it seem like he's weak. So he's probably just frustrated, and we don't know what Jada's real medical condition is, right? It could be something serious, and in that moment, he's not even thinking like, okay, this is a joke. He's probably like, this is my wife, and I got to do something, because one, no one knows what's going on, and two, who's to say what this man goes through when he goes home? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something really serious with Jada. So whether he did it at the Oscars or BET Award, I'm glad he did it. I'm glad that somebody actually said, you know what, this black woman ain't going to be the butt of your joke today. Because let's be honest, black men and men around the world, we're always the butt of some joke. We're always demeaned. We're always something. So it felt good to see him say, you know what, this black woman, no, you ain't gonna do this to her. So I don't really think it was that big of a deal. And like you said, yes, it was a crime, but if Chris Rock ain't pressing charges, then we shouldn't be really pressed about it.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. Hold on. 2900.
Hi.
Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Now, I've been waiting for a while. I didn't hear you the first time. I'm sorry. Now, I feel like this situation is blown way out of proportion. For the simple fact that, one, it don't matter where you at, what situation you in, what platform you're on. You're wrong for putting your hands on somebody. Yes, you are. But I also feel as though that people are human. So people have feelings. Don't nobody know what nobody is going through, how they're going through something, and what he felt at that moment. Everybody's saying, oh, he laughed. Yeah, he laughed. I believe he laughed at the joke before that. And when he realized what he said, he felt as though at this moment, I have to do something about that. Now, it doesn't make it right. He realized that as well. But at the same time, you got to also look at everything that Will Smith has been through, the drag that he has had, and these comedians. Will Smith is a comedian as well. Comedians feel as though because you're a comedian that it's okay to say things. It's not. It's not okay to say anything out of your mouth just because you think it's funny.
So it's the difference between being funny and being disrespectful. And at this point, I guess he thought he was being disrespectful. Now, could it have been handled differently? Yes, just like anywhere else that you could have been in anywhere with other people. But people also have their moments where you're human and you act out and you have to regret that moment. But I don't feel as though that his Oscar should be taken. That is given to him for a whole different reason.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. We are getting down to the nitty gritty of this. All right. 8622, calling on air.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
All right.
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
All right, good. Look, I just wanted to say this. I was disappointed with how the whole incident went down. I think that Will Smith was the only black winner tonight for the Oscars. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, or the only black one that was on TV that won. And it just really marred the entire point of like when he won because of what happened with Chris Rock right before. But yet, I'm not going to say that he shouldn't defend his wife if he felt like it was disrespectful. But the other layer of this is that Chris Rock is a very raunchy comedian. You can expect him to say some really raunchy stuff. He's been doing it for decades. He's been doing it in his movies. So I don't know. I just feel like something else was going on behind the scenes because, Will Smith literally pulled a Kanye tonight. So this was just really out of character for him to just go full Kanye tonight. This was just bizarre. So I'm just going to wait for more information to come out. And it was just really disappointing because I know Will Smith has been waiting almost 30 years to win something. And it's just really disappointing to see how the whole night turned out. And I just want to say prayers to everybody. And like I said, the whole thing was a hot mess. I respect him for standing up for Jada, but I'm also disappointed with this is how he won his award. He's not going to be remembered for winning that award. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let you go to your next caller.
All right.
God bless, Wiley. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye. Okay. Let me see. 7792.
Hey, Wiley. I just wanted to say, everybody is speaking on the fact that Jada has alopecia. I honestly, personally, never read about it or never heard of it. I'm not taking away from it, but it's just to say that everyone may not know that she has alopecia or she has a sickness that she's dealing with. And to piggyback off what the other person has said, everyone knows that Chris Rock is kind of like an aggressive comedian. Like he says things that may not be funny to other people. But at the same time, I honestly feel like Will is just so frustrated. He holds in all his true emotions. And like the other lady said, he's been in the spotlight and faking the funk for so long that he just fakes it all the time. And I think that tonight he was just so frustrated and so over people like bringing up their name, bringing up Jada, that he literally just snapped. Like he literally just lost it. Like I don't think it had anything to do with like, oh, let me, prove to her that I love her. I think it was honestly just a moment that he looked at his wife, he seen she didn't find it funny, and he just snapped. Like, on Chris Rock's part, I do agree with the last lady. I feel like being a black man, you should know the boundary and say, hey, you know what? I don't think that I should say this joke. I understand Will and Jada are in the spotlight at the moment, with the entanglement, August, and everything. But he should have been a bigger person to say, you know what? It's a predominantly white platform. Let me not embarrass this woman on this hugely white platform. Let's uplift each other and, just be more, just have more solidarity with each other. I think everyone was wrong, but Will was 100% wrong for getting up and slapping him. Everybody's praising him like he did something so amazing, but he assaulted Chris Rock. I think Chris Rock really handled that really, really well. He showed excellent representation of restraint and how to handle a situation like that with class. And I think that Will should definitely apologize. Maybe after he thinks about it and, sits on it, he will. But he was definitely 100% wrong. But that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. Um, 4929. 4929.
Hello,
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
how you doing?
All right.
I just wanted to say that I feel that no matter what the event is, that Black people we should hold ourselves to a higher standard, no matter the show. Also, I don't think that Chris Rock knew the situation, and I think it was Will Smith seeing his wife not smiling. I think ego came into play, and he felt like as a man he had to do something. But there's never an excuse for you to put your hands on another human being. And I think that because it was the Oscars, more white people had their eyes on us, and you don't want to give them more reasons to look at us in the way that they do, period. So I feel that it was a bad representation, and our first reaction shouldn't be to put our hands on anybody. He could have stayed at the end of the stage like he did when he sat down and said, keep my wife's name out your mouth, and sat there and then went backstage and said something to him if he felt some type of way. But to do it or live and walk up to him, I just think that it was flat out wrong. You don't put your hands on anybody for any reason unless they put their hands on you. And I think that it just marred the night because Will deserved it. I saw King Richards and I thought he did a great job. I just think that, ego came into play because he did laugh at the joke. And then when he saw that Jada didn't laugh, if she would have laughed at it, the night would have went on without a hitch. But the minute he saw she didn't laugh at his ego took place and he felt he had to do something about it. But I think that as Black people, we should hold ourselves to a higher standard, regardless of where we're at. And it shouldn't matter where we're at for us to act a certain way. We should act accordingly everywhere that we go. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so very much. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Okay. 0738.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, Chad. Okay, so I think I might have a little bit of a different perspective here, but I'm gonna just go ahead and spill. I think we all kind of need to take a little step back because you don't know what you're gonna do in a situation like that until it happens to you. When you look in the eyes of someone that you love and you see hurt in their eyes or pain or frustration and it's caused by somebody else, you don't have any clue how you're going to react in that situation until it happens to you. I probably need to get some management, some anger management, just like my girl says, because I react crazy like that as well. If it's somebody that I love is being hurt. I ain't never start a fight in my life. However, I will finish a fight. And secondly, we got to take responsibility for our actions. So you can say whatever you want to say. You don't get a chance to decide how somebody else is going to react to that. I had a cop walk into my house and literally tried to kill my girlfriend in my house, and he got punched in his face. So I'm not worried about where we are, who's there, who's watching, who the person is. If you are hurting somebody that I love, you got to know that I'm going to hurt you. And that's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. 7426.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
You hear me? I want to say, I'll keep this short. I want to say that all of your callers have made excellent points. I agree with just about everything everybody said. I'm calling because I'm just so upset about this. It's such a devastating thing to watch, and I've been a part of Will's show that he does on YouTube where he's been crying and working through his mother issues and working on his memoir and dealing with all kind of stuff. And I think, like everybody said, he just snapped, and I hate it for the community. I hate getting on Twitter right now and seeing white Twitter just skewering black on black hate, and it's devastating to me that this happened, and I feel bad for Will. And I think that he was absolutely wrong. I hate the way it appears to the world, and I'm just so sad about it. I love both those guys, and it's just a sad thing. And what do you think? All these callers made all these brilliant points, Well, what's your opinion about what you've heard?
I already have it. I already gave my opinion. Thank you, brother, for calling in. We're gonna go
Thank
to
you.
thank you so much. We're gonna go to this because I'm not to give my opinion the whole show. 2047, caller, you on the air. 2047. 2047. All right, we gotta let you go. 6400. 6400, probably sleep. All right. 0923. 0923. All right. 9443.
Hey, how's it going, Wiley?
Hey,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to say, I agree with the caller before the last caller that you just can't put your hands on another man like that. And it's a saying that they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. But the way I look at it, you got a lot of female callers on there, and they're very emotional. And the thing is that that doesn't justify just because of you and your feelings or feeling some type of way to put your hands on another human being. That's not right. I mean, and just to say, even with this Black Lives Matter, I mean, we talking about love. Violence is never the key to solve any problem. That's not the answer. And I just don't see why we have to have basically, because it's violence, black on black, and it just makes us look kind of bad. So my thing is, Chris Rock, he might have been wrong for saying what he said, but I think Will could have handled it a totally different way. And, that's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you so very much. I mean, people are definitely having their thoughts across the nation concerning this. Even in Australia, the unedited version of Will Smith going off. Okay, we got a couple more callers and then we're going to be done. All right, because we've been on here going on. Wow. Okay. We're going to try to get her about a 2-hour mark. All right. 4794.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, this is Pat.
Can you turn me down in the back,
Yes,
please?
sir.
Can you mute me in the back?
Huh?
Can you mute me in the back?
What?
Mute your
Yes,
TV.
my name is Pat.
Can you mute me in the back, Pat?
Okay. Yeah, my name is Pat, and I wanted to comment about. Yes, I wanted to comment about Will Oscars. I think what I want to say is everybody just need to pray for him. He's having a struggle. You can tell, everybody can see it. And we just need to pray for him. But I really hate the fact that he got up and acted out on his actions. He shouldn't have done that. He should have never hit that man in full view of everybody. That was, and I have a lot of respect for Will, but I don't know how I'm going to dealing with him now. That was horrible for him to do that. And he's got a lot of stuff on his plate, and people respect him, his acting career, his singing, his everything, and that was just wrong. And Chris Rock really could sue him, but Chris Rock was a man that stood his ground and didn't react to what was going on, because he could have fought him. He could have reacted in a different way, but he didn't. And I just think we just need to pray as a community. Everybody's on the phones and talking and carrying on, and we need to really be praying for Will. We really need to pray for him, and that's what I really want to get over and say.
All right.
And thank you all for showcasing everything. And the community just needs to get together and pray. We have gotten away from praying about things that go on in our community. And this is one time that we really need to pray.
Yes. You know who I'm going to pray for? I'm going to pray for Chris Rock jaw that it wasn't broke. I'm praying for that they could have took that behavior from the Oscars. They could have did that at the BET Awards or at the Source Awards or at the NAACP Awards. They didn't have to do that at the Oscars. It's very important. So I'm definitely going to be doing some praying tonight.
Okay, tonight. Okay, thank you.
Well, we thank you so very much, Mother Pat. Thank you, Mother Pat.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Make sure you subscribe, Mother Pat.
Thank you, Mother Pat. You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye. She watched me on TV. Make sure she subscribe. Okay, 7871, calling you on the air. 7871. 78.
Alive.
Hello?
What are you doing?
Okay, we gotta let you go because you do us talking like that. You're trying to troll. 9609.
No, I'm 9609.
All right. 1137.
Hey, Wiley, it's Rhonda. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Long time no talk to. Listen, oh my God, was that not shocking?
Very shocking.
A part of me feels, yeah, it's like, I think Will Smith, because Jada Pinkett looked like her feelings were kind of hurt when Chris Rock, and remember Chris Rock made another joke at the last Oscars, was it? Slamming Jada Pinkett Smith for boycotting the Oscars. I think Will Smith, it seemed like he just got fed up. I think he just got absolutely, because it's like, why did you, and think of it as a female, when you lose your hair, it's devastating, Wiley. It's absolutely devastating. And Jada Pinkett's beautiful and rich, but, you know, she's bought into, for Chris Rock, I'm not saying Will Smith should have walked up and assaulted the man, but I'm saying that maybe he just saw red because he knows how sensitive it is to his wife when it comes to her hair. I feel I have sympathy for Will Smith more than I do Chris Rock. I'm sorry. I do.
Yeah, I want to definitely say thank you so very much for it. You know, hey, I'm definitely praying for Chris Rock jaw. You know what I'm saying? And that it's it's a healing with that jaw. You know what I'm saying?
We need to see more of that of because you know Will Smith, and he's pointed that out in his speech. He says that people say all kind of stuff about them and then expect them not to be affected by it. Yeah, I mean they get paid millions, but they're still human. And we don't know if Jada's, you know, they live a wild lifestyle according to the tabloids because we don't really know. And they're open about their entanglements and all that, but they're still human. And I think to get on an Oscar stage and for Chris Rock to make a joke about a black woman's hair, and you got a room full of other ripe, you know, people who are women who in there, white women who are ripe and ready to be pounced on. Why'd you pick Jada Pinkett Smith? That's the part I did not like. Because your hair is your crown. And she had to make the best of it. She just shaved her head. And she's beautiful. So, you know, but it's still devastating when you go behind closed doors and you look at yourself in the mirror and you lost your hair. And for a black male to make a joke about a black female's hair, that cuts a little deeper to me.
I hear that. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
Bye, Wiley.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. We want to say thank you to all the people that had called in and spoke on this show. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all did pretty good.
Thank you
And
for
we
using
are
Blog Talk
officially-
Radio. Goodbye.
We are officially back live. I want to say this, regardless of all the stuff that had happened, I am floored by the behavior of Will Smith because I look up to Will. I think he's a mentor. But that doesn't give you the right to think it's okay to slap somebody. He needs to publicly apologize. I think the Oscars need to not invite him back. At least I think he needs to be banned for a couple of maybe about 2 to 3 years. Ban him. You don't have to ban his wife at all, but I do think Will Smith should be banned for the behavior that he presented. It was definitely that way. So I love the Oscars. I'll try to watch the Oscars every night. Me and my beautiful friend here, love you, sister. We watch the Oscars a lot, you know, and one day I will win an Oscar for Best Director, but I just have to put that out there. that I was definitely think he needs to be banned for 3 years, and they should snatch that award because what he did embarrassed the Oscars. All right, thank you all so very much for calling in. I don't want to tear up. I was gonna tear up, but I'm not gonna tear up this episode. Thank you all so very much. How we doing with the thumbs up? Moderators, how we doing with the thumbs up? I want to give a special shout out to all the moderators in the house. I see you, mouth open. I see you, Day. I see you, mouth open. I see you, Bright Star. I see you, Bryce, Blue Skies. I see you, Armin Brown 09. Thank y'all so very much for y'all help and for y'all support. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I was definitely was gonna cry, and so they just really messed up. I'm literally watching the Oscars and having a good time. Thank you so very much. All right, where is my members? Shout out to the members. We had some amazing watch parties over there. Members, if you missed the watch party that we did, DM me, then we may have to do another one. So I think we had about 3 producers that missed it. I will schedule another watch party tomorrow. It was amazing. So I want to say special shout out to all the producers for that way. Thank you. We got over 200 likes. Make sure y'all click that like button. Come on, y'all. Let's get to 300 likes. Let's get to 300 likes. Thank y'all so very much. Yes. They could have did the BET Awards. Yeah, they could have did it to BET Awards. And if you're triggered, you always can call in. I always gonna have my opinion. You could always call in. I don't think it was staged. Some people say it was staged. I do believe that Will Smith did it. He embarrassed himself. It's going to be in a newspaper, not about his win, but the slap heard around the world. Okay, we want to say thank y'all so very much. Also, too, leave us a comment and tell us how we did in the comments. I know y'all going to let me have it in the comments. I already know it. I'm prepared for it. So I'm going to be up tonight answering y'all comments. I'll be back live later on today. We want to say special shout out to our members, and we will see y'all in the next live. Peace. Make sure y'all subscribe. I want to make sure, okay? Make sure y'all subscribe. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all later on today because I'm going to come back because y'all know when I take a break, I come back hard. Oh, I slapped my head. Okay. I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.